Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news. Something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends in Seattle Seahawks fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. The NFL landscape is always shifting. But what's happening right now with the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks is truly intriguing. Especially when you consider the potential blockbuster move involving Quinnen Williams. That's right. The Jets, currently sitting at 2-5, are seriously contemplating a trade that could shake up not just their roster but also the entire NFC landscape. Imagine a scenario where Quinnen Williams, one of the most dominant interior defensive linemen in the league, leaves New York and heads to Seattle. It's a move that could redefine the Seahawks' defensive line and, by extension, their entire season. Now, for those of you who've been following the Jets, you know they're struggling a bit on defense this year, ranking 23rd in sacks per game with just about 2-3 sacks. That's not exactly what they envisioned when they looked to bolster their pass rush this offseason. Quinnen Williams, a Pro Bowler from 2022 through 2024, has been a force in the middle, racking up an impressive 42 sacks in his career, along with 118 quarterback hits. His PFF grade has hovered around 89.6, which is elite, and in 2025, he's already got 6 sacks and 20 pressures, showing he's still in top form. His win rate at 19% and EPA per pressure of -0.31 demonstrate just how disruptive he is in the trenches. He's a player who can command double teams, collapse the pocket, and create chaos for opposing quarterbacks. But the Jets are in a bit of a bind. They're projected to have around $78 million in cap space this offseason, which is a lot of money. But they're also rebuilding with a focus on their quarterback position. They're prioritizing extending Garrett Wilson, their young and talented receiver. And they're particularly wary about their defensive tackle situation, especially given their secondary's leaks. They're skeptical about investing heavily in a defensive tackle like Williams, especially considering the high price for his services and the fact that their secondary isn't exactly locking down opponents. Now, this potential trade is driven by a sense of urgency. The Jets are considering trading Williams for a first-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-rounder in 2027. That's a significant haul, and it signals how much they value future assets in their rebuild. The deadline, set for November 4th, is approaching fast, so it's crunch time for both teams. The Seahawks, meanwhile, are looking to strengthen their interior defensive line, especially after a season where their pressure numbers are ranked 19th overall. Bringing in Williams could give them that extra push needed to elevate their defense to the top tier. The Seahawks, with a current record of 5-2, are quietly building a reputation for their stout defense, especially in the interior. They've already got Jarran Reed, who's been a solid presence, but adding Williams could take that to an entirely new level. Williams, a top -8 defensive tackle in the league, has averaged more than 6 sacks per season, and in 2025, he's shown no signs of slowing down. His ability to generate pressure from the inside is crucial, especially against mobile quarterbacks and powerful running games. Seattle's defensive line has been good but not great, ranking 19th in pressure. But the addition of Williams could change that dramatically. Imagine a front with Williams alongside Reed, creating chaos for opposing offenses. This kind of interior pressure is exactly what the Seahawks need to elevate their defense, especially when facing division rivals like the 49ers, where they've been able to limit their rushing yards to just 148 yards per game. Their ability to disrupt the pocket, collapse the middle, and force turnovers could be the key to turning close games into wins. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. Williams' presence could elevate the Seahawks' defense to a top 5 level, with projections showing about 3.9 sacks per game and a significant boost in turnovers, perhaps even matching the disruptive style of the Colts' Buckner in 2025, who accumulated 11 forced fumbles. The Seahawks are already good at limiting rushing yards, but with Williams inside, they could become even more formidable against the run and pass. His ability to collapse pockets and generate pressures would also help their secondary, especially considering Witherspoon's knee injury, which has forced the team to adjust coverage schemes. Now, let's talk about the odds and what this could mean for the Seahawks' playoff chances. Currently, the odds of winning the Super Bowl are around plus 2,500. But if they manage to secure Williams, that number could drop significantly, possibly to plus 1,100 or even lower. Williams could become an X-factor, the kind of player who can flip the script in postseason battles. His presence inside would be reminiscent of the impact that Hargrave had with the Eagles in 2023. A disruptive force capable of breaking down even the best offensive lines. With Williams, the Seahawks' defense would be not just good, but elite, making them a serious threat in the NFC. This move isn't just about one player, though. It's about solidifying the foundation of the Seahawks' defense for a sustained run of success. They've always been a team that builds through the draft, and adding a player of Williams' caliber would be a statement about their ambitions. It signals that they're all in on this season, that they believe their window is open, and that they're willing to make bold moves to maximize their Super Bowl chances. The Seahawks have shown resilience all year, bouncing back from tough losses and playing with a lot of grit. And adding Williams would be the cherry on top of that effort. Of course, this isn't the only piece of the puzzle. The Seahawks also need to balance their cap space and ensure they're not sacrificing depth elsewhere. They're known for their smart roster management, and they're likely to use Williams as a centerpiece of their defensive line rotation. His ability to rotate with Reed and others would keep him fresh for the postseason, where his impact could be game-changing. The coaching staff, especially defensive coordinator Clint Hurt, would certainly be excited about integrating a player with Williams' talent and disruptive potential. It's a move that could redefine their defensive identity and set them up for a deep playoff run. But what about the Jets? Well, they're in a different position. They're still trying to find consistency on offense and trying to stabilize their quarterback situation. They're not just looking to rebuild, but also to get value for their assets. Trading Williams now could be a way to accelerate their rebuild, especially if they believe they can't compete this year. The trade would give them draft capital to address other needs, perhaps on their offensive line or secondary. But it's a gamble, because losing Williams would be a blow to their defense, which is already struggling to generate pressure. In the end, this situation is a perfect example of how the NFL is always evolving. Teams are constantly weighing risk versus reward, making moves that could define seasons. For Seahawks fans, this is an exciting time. The potential addition of Quinnen Williams could be the difference maker in their quest for Super Bowl glory. It's about building a dominant interior that can pressure the quarterback relentlessly, stop the run efficiently, and create chaos for opponents. If this move happens, it could be remembered as one of the pivotal moments of the season. A move that propels Seattle into true championship contention. So, as we wait for the deadline to pass, Keep your eyes peeled. This isn't just a rumor. It's a real possibility that could reshape the NFC West and the entire NFC playoff picture. The Seahawks are clearly looking to make a statement. And with Williams possibly donning the Honolulu blue and green, they'd be taking a giant leap forward. Whether it happens or not, one thing's for sure, the race for the playoffs just got a lot more interesting. And Seattle's fans have every reason to be excited about what's coming next. This could be the start of a new chapter, one where the Seahawks aim for greatness. And the addition of a player like Quinnen Williams could be the catalyst that finally pushes them over the top. Keep your spirits high, and stay tuned, because this story is far from over. The NFL is never short on drama, and this saga might just be the most thrilling one of the season. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seattle Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.